How's it going? I'm Mitch. Today we're tackling the GoGo Elite Traveler Plus high capacity battery boxes. We'll be working with some tools. I'll run down that list for you. We're gonna need a drill or a Phillips head screwdriver, along with a ratchet, including an 8mm socket and an 8mm box end wrench, and if you have it, a multimeter. We'll be starting by removing the 8 screws from the bottom of the battery box. Now that we got our 8 screws out, we can go ahead and start disassembling our battery box. Start by taking off the lid, diving right in. We'll be using our 8mm ratchet and our 8mm wrench to remove these screws. And then just a friendly reminder that it is righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So we are going to be working counterclockwise. Be careful when you're removing your screws. These washers have a tendency to fall in the box. We'll repeat that process for our other 3 terminals. We'll just break it loose with our ratchet and then hand loosen it the rest of the way. Just like that, you removed your 4 wires. We can take out the old batteries and throw in our new 18 or 22 amp hour 12 volt battery. Making sure that the terminals are inside and lined up with their corresponding wires. So the short red wire, the short black wire, and then the long black wire and the long red wire. That's what it should look like before you start reassembling. I've already got my flat washer on this screw. We'll run it through our terminal and through our eyelets, followed by another flat washer and our lock washer. And then tightening it down with our nut. And this is basically the reverse of the other process. I would definitely recommend starting it with your hands and then tightening it with your wrench and your ratchet. And we'll just repeat that process on our other 3 terminals. Make sure you're starting with the flat washer on the screw, and then it's gonna be flat washer, lock washer, and then the nut. Again, feel free to take your time. These can be a little fidgety to deal with every once in a while, especially if you have bigger fingers like myself. Then we'll just go back and tighten everything down. Just like that, we're ready to reassemble our battery box. And then before we screw this back together, we're gonna double check our work with our multimeter over here. We'll be working in the direct current setting. We'll be plugging into our charging port here, with the black prong going in the bottom of that, and the red prong going into the top. We'll be looking for at least 24 volts of power, operating in the DC direct current option on our multimeter. Just like that, we're good to go. And then we'll just put our 8 screws back into the bottom, and that'll be about it. And just like that, we've got some fresh batteries in our battery box. We're good to keep scooting. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.